You know, I'm really enjoying this show, and I kind of hope it gets lewd too. Nice. Dress Up Darling, as I've already said in my Winter Nutshell video, is absolutely fantastic. It's a show that manages to balance comedy, romance, and lewdness all in one while simultaneously still tackling heavier themes faced by Gojo, like not wanting to fail at his responsibilities and wanting to give it his all, but feeling like he's incapable of doing so and that he will ultimately let all those around him down. Marin, on the other hand, who's obviously best girl, is even able to outdo a lolly that's literal introduction is, "Yo dog, you know her pussy shaved, right?" Yeah, I like dolls and shit. So that's quite an impressive feat, but part of the reason that's even possible is because Marin herself is every weeb's wet dream. A hot girl who's in a cosplay, talks at length about anime, and even plays hentai games and takes them very, very seriously. Add that onto the fact that she's a gal girl, meaning she's like Nagatoro and other anime girls who are abrasive and just say what's on their mind as opposed to the cutesy reserved type, and you have the recipe for a quirky, fun best girl that most guys would kill for. Do girls like her exist in real life? Yes. Will you get them? No. It helps that Marin herself is also a character outside of just being obvious waifu bait. At first, she's just giddy to finally get to cosplay, being at least self-aware enough to tease Gojo at times, but not showing anything past her jiggling tits. Props to the animators, by the way, goddamn. Until episode 5, where she herself realizes that she has feelings for Gojo and starts acting like a silly little schoolgirl in love, which makes sense because she is a schoolgirl. And it's an absolute treat to see. It adds more depth to her character as a result, to the point where you don't even want to see other girls introduced because you just want to see their cute relationship blossom. But while this is a romance done well, and a rather cute one at that, what we degenerates are really here for is the butt. In true degenerate fashion, the show was worried that you might not be paying attention to just a wholesome romance comedy, so they made sure to stuff it full of lewd ass and titty shots to keep your attention. Some from the manga, and some from Cloverworks themselves. And honestly, you can tell the difference because the guys at Cloverworks have clearly never seen an ass before. The best part about the lewd material, though, is the fact that it's present but not always shoved in your face. While it certainly is in some scenes, especially episode 2, and other scenes in episodes, like episode 5 for example, it's just kind of there in the background accompanied by the girl's subtle body movements, or like in the OP with Marin's mesmerizing hip swaying in the background. Because the director understands that the subtleness is what makes it so good, like the difference between seeing Pantsu under a skirt and the difference between seeing a girl bare naked, it makes it that much better because fellow degenerates understand each other on like a primal level. It's an almost perfect mixture of comedy, romance, waifu bait, and ass that make for an absolutely enjoyable show with lovable leads and animation that looks way too good for the show it's in. There are some questionable CG scenes like in episode 1, and you can tell that most of Cloverworks' effort actually went into Akebi, one of their other shows this season, but that doesn't subtract from the rest of the show or bring it down by any meaningful points. Hopefully it sticks the landing and even gets a season 2, but even if it doesn't, we at least still have episode 2 to shoot nuts at. If you want to find more anime like this one, then click this video here.